Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from 6th group. Will presented about ethnography of communicationhymes speaking theory.
Ethnography of speaking. Ethnography of speaking (EOC) is an approach on discourse analysis that is based on anthropology and linguistics. Ethnography of speaking communication. Ethnography of communication, also known as ethnography of speaking, since it embraces features of nonverbal communication. This approach is to analyze patterns of communicative practice, and such practice are an integral part of what one knows and does a member particular culture. Hymes states that ethnography of speaking is concerned not simply with language structure, but with language use, with rules of speaking, the way in which speakers associate particular model of speaking, topic or message from which particular setting and activity. The goal or aims ethnography of communication. First, it explores communication behavior in specific context. It describes how communication takes place in cultural setting and then attempts to understand how this operates. The way it does. B. The second aim of ethnography is to try and formulate overarching or meta theories of human communication. In this latter intention, ethnography of speaking differs, for example, from conversation analysis, which has no macro or broader ambition. The ethnography of communication seeks to generalize viewing the observed event from the both perspective of the participant and from an external comparative perspective supported by cross-cultural knowledge. The key element of speaking. A. Setting and scan of speech. Setting refers to times or place, example home, school. B. Participant refers to the actor in the scan and their role. The participant includes various combinations of speaker, hearer, addresser, addressee, or sender, receiver. Example: father to mother, teacher to student. C. End or purpose or goal or outcome refers to the conventionally recognized and expected outcome of exchange. D. Exequent or message for form and content of what is said, the precise word used, how they are used, and relationship of what is said to the actual topic and hand, at hand. A. K. Refers to the tone, manner, spirit in which particular message. Example, serious mocking. F. Instrumentalities refers to choice of particular channel. Example, written, oral, or telegraphic, and to the actual form of speech drawn for community repertoire. Example, the language, dialect, code. G. Norm of interaction and interpretation refer to the specific behaviors and properties what a text to speaking, and also to how this may be viewed by someone who does share them. Example, loudness, silence. A genre, textual or textual categories, refers to the clearly demarcated type of utterance, such as poem, proverb, riddles, sermon, prayer, lectures, and editorial, and the culture category of talks. Example, insult, compliment, apologize.
4 aspect dimensions of competence. Hymes identify the possible, the feasible, appropriate, and performed as 4 distinct aspects of communicative competence. The first, what is formally possible in the language in terms of its encoded grammatical and lexical properties. The second, formal properties are actually processed in the mind. We shall naturally focus on feasibility. The third, a focus on appropriate as will bring content into consideration. The fourth, how for a communicative language component is performed or produced. Fourth interrelated dimension in any description, ways of speaking. The first, the linguistic research available to a speaker, how many different styles he can choose from. The second, suprasentential structuring, how many differently structured linguistic events, like trials, religious ceremonies, debates, song, are recognized. Third, rules of interpretation by which a given set of linguistic items comes to have a given communicative value. The fourth, the norms which govern different types of interaction.
Ethnography of communication, a way of analyzing discourse by using the same sort of methods that anthropologists might use to study other aspects of a culture such as custom or religious practice. Jadi, etnografi komunikasi ini adalah kajian tentang kehidupan dan kebudayaan suatu masyarakat atau etnik, misalnya tentang adat istiadat, kebiasaan hukum, seni, religi, dan atau bahasa. Selanjutnya, speech event. Speech event adalah a group of speech acts or interaction. Hymns describe speech event often coinciding with what other speech make term genres. Speech event for hymns are activities that are direct, governed by rules or norms for the use of speech. Hymn give stories, conversation, lecture, and formal introduction as example of speech event. Hymns view speech events should be treated as analytically independently of one another as one speech event, or for example a sermon may be invoked is another speech event situation for a certain effect. Dan selanjutnya, apa itu speech community? Speech community adalah the notion of speech community essential to ethnography of communication. Any group which share both linguistic research and rules of interaction and interpretation is defined as a speech community. Hymes argues that it is possible for speakers to share formal linguistic features, phonology, grammar, lexis, but still to be unable to interpret accurately each other message. Jadi komunikasi atau speech community ini adalah kelompok orang yang memiliki repertoire verbal dan norma-norma praktik kebahasaan yang mirip. Jadi kelompok tersebut ini bisa terwujud sebagai akibat dari interaksi jangka panjang antara orang-orang yang memiliki preferensi dan sistem nilai yang relatif sama dalam soal bentuk dan gaya komunikasi. Jadi gaya komunikasi itu sama dan praktik kebahasaannya itu mirip. Dan juga komunikasi speech communication ini dapat berupa kelompok orang yang di daerah tertentu, misalnya suatu daerah atau bagian kota.
That is presentation from our group. Thanks for watching, and the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.